My name is Tim Meehan, and I teach Photoshop mostly, hands-on, real-world intensive stuff, although I really like teaching anything that Adobe makes or Apple makes. It's big fun. I'm also a member of Apple's consultant network, and I get to do some pretty cool things through Apple with them and so on. I'm one of those guys that's never going to grow up or never going to know what I want to be when I grow up. So what I've ended up doing is, jumping on whatever trolley car was going by at the time that caught my fancy. I think one of them was being a firefighter for 12 years for the city of Arvada, and being an EMT, and getting into emergency medical services and helping them train for a while. And along the way, I got interested in foot-launched ultralight flight, also known as hang gliding and paragliding. And I've been flying as a tandem paragliding instructor for the last several years, and doing that for the last, overall paragliding for 20 years. Now hang gliding, paragliding tandem instruction for a while, and owning a home in the suburbs and keeping a yard and two-car garage and paying my taxes and so on. I like doing that stuff. And, fortunately, those things, in fact, I tell this to my students all the time, whatever you're doing right now is a stepping stone to whatever you're going to do next. And I find this to be true over and over again. Whatever I was doing a year ago, turns out there's an interest in having me take that knowledge and use it in something I'm going to do today or tomorrow. And that, in turn, has brought me all over the world. I worked as a firefighter in Antarctica for 4 months back in 1995. I got to help produce magazines for Aviation Week in Singapore in 1992 and Farnborough in 1992. And then, that led me to, this foot-launched flying stuff, which got me going. And that now has been taking me around the world on some very cool flying projects in Tenerife, the Canary Islands. I just got back from Ghana in Africa, flying for a week for the Ghanaian Tourist Board. And just this past weekend, got back from a project in Salt Lake City where we're developing a, flying instruction protocol and new equipment to help people with spinal cord injuries, paraplegics, quadriplegics, learn how to fly paragliders on their own. And we're getting some very nice support from some very big companies that you'll recognize that want to see us do well with that.